Hi everyone, good morning. Sorry for the delay. ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು ಹಾ ಓಕೆ. Okay, we'll discuss some of the important topics which are ongoing. So there is one survey in student learning regarding student learning called Parak survey. Okay. So this topic is in news. What is the name of the survey? Parak. Parak. Okay. So this survey reveals or this survey was on uh, assessing the conditions of student learning. Okay, how well the school children are learning. Okay, so on that there is this national survey which has happened, that is called Parak survey, which has revealed that there is a lot of deficit in the student learning. Okay, what it has overall revealed, there is a deficit in student learning. Like they have surveyed around 21 lakh students in around 74,000 schools. Okay. So in the survey, it has been revealed that many of the students are lacking some of the basic skills, okay, which they are, required to have at that age or for that class. Understood that? What's the news? What are we discussing? So this is called Parak survey, which reveals that there is a lot of deficit in the students' learning. Okay. So this Parak survey under Ministry of Education, it has released a report called Parak Survey Rashtriya Sarvekshan Report. The name of the report, which is released by Parak, is called Rashtriya Sarvekshan Report. What is the name of the report? Rashtriya Sarvekshan Report. Rashtriya Sarvekshana Report released by Parak. So Rashtriya Sarvekshan Report, generally it is released by Parak. And what is this Parak now? Okay. So what is the Parak? Parak stands for Performance Assessment Review and Analysis of Knowledge for Holistic Development. This is the full form of Parak. Okay. So this is an autonomous institution under NCERT, Ministry of Education. Okay. What is this Parak? It's an institution. It's an autonomous institution. What is this Parak? Autonomous institution under NCERT, National Council of Educational Research and Training. Under which ministry? Education. Ministry of Education. Ministry of Education. The Ministry of Education. It works as an autonomous institution. Okay. It works as an autonomous institution. If you want the full form, you can write on. Parak stands for Performance Assessment. Performance Assessment. Review and analysis of knowledge. Review and analysis of knowledge for holistic development. Okay. So what is the function of this institution? Can you guess? when we read the full form, what can you guess? What is the full form of what is the main objective or what is the main function of this autonomous institution? Assessment of quality of education. Correct. To set standards for assessing the performance of school education. School education ಹೆಂಗ್ perform ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೆ, ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕಲಿತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ರಿವ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ, ಅಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ ನ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕೆ ಅಸೆಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮೆಥಡಾಲಜಿ ಯಾವ ತರ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಇದು ನಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಸೆಟಪ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಗೈಡ್ ಲೈನ್ ಸೆಟಪ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್? ರೈಟ್, an objective of this institution is to develop norms. What is the objective of Parak? To develop norms, standards and guidelines for assessing the outcomes in school education. Outcomes in school education at national level. Okay, so now you know that this Parak institution's main objective is to assess or develop the standards and also understand the outcomes of school education. Hence, and it does it through a report called, what is the name of the report? Rashtriya Sarvekshan Report, which has been released recently. Okay, this survey was done last year, but report has been released now. What is the name of the report? Rashtriya Sarvekshan Report. Okay, so recently they have conducted this nationwide performance assessment for grade 3, 6 and ಅಂದ್ರೆ class 3, class 6 and class 9 ಮೂರು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಅಸೆಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಎಬಿಲಿಟಿನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ. ಓಕೆ, so some of the recent details, some of the details of the recent report we have to understood. So right on key highlights of this report. Key highlights of this report. This report was of 2024 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಸೆಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂತದ್ದು. ಕೀ ಹೈಲೈಟ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿ. ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ Parak and what is its main function? If you have understood that, now let us see what are the findings that has been done in the recent survey, okay, which has happened in the last year, okay, and which has been released as part of Rashtriya Sarvekshan Report of 2024. Under that, it has assessed around 21 lakh students, 21.15 lakh students, 21.15 lakh students assess ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Okay, from grade 3, 6 and from grade 3, 6 and 9. ಅಂದ್ರೆ 3ನೇ ತರಗತಿ, 6ನೇ ತರಗತಿ ಮತ್ತೆ 9ನೇ ತರಗತಿ ಇರೋ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಅಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನೊಂದು ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಟಾಸ್ಕ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಅರ್ಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಆ ತರ ಅಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ 74,000 schools, 74,229 schools, 74,229. These numbers are not so important. Okay, these numbers are not important, but this is only to give you idea. 74,229 schools in 781 districts. 781 districts. That means in almost every district, at least one school was selected and performance assessment has been done. Okay, under that, after the survey, it has been founded that in grade 3, only around 60 to 70% of students demonstrated basic reading skills. That means remaining 30%, 30 to 40% did not even possess the basic reading skills. Okay, so vocabulary skills were missing, math skills. So many of them struggled with geometry. Okay, so that was the outcome. So this suggests there was a lot of deficit in learning process. Okay, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? So in grade 3, you can write down around 60 to 70% of this. You can use as an example anywhere in your answer writing. As a pointers, you can use somewhere as pointer. like according to recent Parak survey, only around 60 to 70% of students in grade 3 could demonstrated basic reading. So remaining 30 to 40%, they do not even have basic reading skills. So according to this, one of the findings that we have to write is only around 60 to 70% students, 60 to 70% students demonstrated basic reading and basic reading, reasoning from grade 3, grade 3 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು demonstrated basic reading, comma, vocabulary, early math skills, etc. Okay. And in grade 6, less than 40% could solve simple arithmetic problems. That was also highlighted. Less than 40% of the students could solve simple arithmetic problems. Okay. So which is indicating that there is a gap in conceptual understanding and application. Okay, students are lacking those skills. Okay. And in grade 9, only around 28 to 31%. In grade 9, only around 28 to 31% students, 28 to 31% students applied percentage and number system, and they understood number systems. Only around 30% of the students understood number systems. So remaining 70% of the students from grade 9 did not understood it well regarding number systems. So what is it showcasing? And showcase ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಇದು? There is deficit in the learning outcomes. Understanding this, okay. Top performing states ಕೂಡ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. States like Punjab is performing well. Top performing states include Punjab, Kerala, Himachal Pradesh, Chandigarh. If you want, you can write down top performing states under this assessment report. Who performed better? Which states are performing better? Punjab, Kerala, Himachal Pradesh, Chandigarh, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, and Daman Diu. Okay, and the more states ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಸಾಕು. Punjab, Kerala, Himachal Pradesh, Chandigarh. And low performing states include Meghalaya, Jharkhand, Arunachal Pradesh. Meghalaya, Jharkhand, and Arunachal Pradesh. Have you understood this? ಪರಕ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊನೆ ಪರಕ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಬರೀತೀರಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಫುಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಏನೋ ಪರಕ್ದು? Performance assessment review for holistic development. Correct. So this is an autonomous. Remember this. This is an institution. Allinda start agಬೇಕು. This is an autonomous institution. Correct? Working under which ministry? Ministry of Education, or it is under NCRT. Okay, NCRT is also under Ministry of Education. Its main objective ಏನಿದ್ರದು ಪರಕ್ದು? To develop norms, standards, and guidelines for performance assessment, and to find out the key outcomes of learning process in school education. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ? Okay. And recent report, some broad idea ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ? There is deficit. ಒಂದು opinion create ಆಯ್ತಾ ಇವಾಗ? That opinion is important for your mains. Okay. So, okay, next. Let me pick up another topic. These Quad countries has launched a new initiative. Quad countries, Quad. ಕೇಳಿದಾರ Quad ಅಂತ? ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಕೇಳಿದಾರೆ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ? ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಹೊಸಬ್ರು ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ಕೇಳಿರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲರ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಫೇರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕೇಳೋ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಹೈ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಕ್ವಾಡ್ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ, ಏನು ಅಂತ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಕ್ಕಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ ಆರ್ ಗ್ರೂಪಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ 4 ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಗ್ರೂಪಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ 4 ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್. ಯಾವ್ದು? ಇಂಡಿಯಾ, ಆಸ್ಟ್ರೇಲಿಯಾ, US, Japan. So US, Japan, India, and Australia. So these 4 countries have formed one grouping. Okay. So earlier its objective was only military security ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದನ್ನ ಲಾಂಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. But now, yes, mainly free and open Indo-Pacific region ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಫಾರ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ. ಬಟ್ now its scope has been being diversifying in different sectors like economy, culture, and different sectors like investments. So they are cooperating with each other. Okay. So we will discuss more about Quad basics, but understand the current affairs. Why is it in news? So these Quad countries have launched a new initiative. The new initiative name is called Quad Critical Minerals Initiative. What is it called? Quad Critical Minerals Initiative. Okay. Basically, they have launched this initiative to address the concerns that China is dominating this sector, critical mineral sector. Critical minerals means they are most important minerals whose supply is less. Okay. Critical minerals andre ಏನು ಹೇಳಿ? They are group of some important minerals. Okay. So which cannot be replaced by any other minerals. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಮಿನರಲ್ಸ್ ಏನೋ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಆಲ್ಟರ್ನೇಟಿವ್ ಮಿನರಲ್ ಯಾವುದೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. So they are most valuable minerals. Understanding this, they are essential. Okay. And they are vulnerable also. That means it is not easy to get also because of supply chain inefficiencies, because they are available in only some part of the world. Easily available iradalla, but they are most important. Like for example, lithium is very important, correct? Used in batteries, for example, correct? But lithium is not available everywhere. So such minerals can ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? Critical minerals ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Okay. So in critical minerals sector, China is dominating in the entire world. China dominates because it has highest reserves of critical minerals. Chinaದಲ್ಲಿ reserves ಇದಾವೆ ತುಂಬಾ critical minerals. Not only that, most importantly, China has highest ability to process the critical minerals. Critical minerals process ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, refine ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅವಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. Okay. So China has largest or highest ability or highest potential or largest producer of critical minerals ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. China is the largest producer of critical minerals. And Quad is a grouping which is mainly formed to counter China's influence in the mainly Indo-Pacific region. Indo-Pacific region ಅಂದ್ರೆ this Indian Ocean and Pacific Ocean region. Okay. So Southeast Asia, East Asia, and Pacific Ocean surrounding countries. So ಅದನ್ನ Indo-Pacific region ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಈ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಚೈನಾ ಡಾಮಿನೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಂತಾನೆ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ ಗ್ರೂಪಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ USA, Japan, Australia, and all of these countries have some concerns over expanding power of China, right? So now in the field of critical minerals, China is dominating, correct? To address that, these Quad countries want to support each other, cooperate each other. Somehow they want to improve supply chain within these 4 countries, right? And to reduce the dependency on China and reduce the dominance of China in the critical mineral sector. That's why they have set up this initiative called Quad Critical Mineral Initiative. So this you can use anywhere in your IRL. Another question, because Quad another question, you can mention this initiative. Okay. So let's discuss more about this, and also let's discuss basics of Quad. So have you understood the news and why this initiative has been launched? Okay. So recently a meeting was held in DC, Washington DC in USA. Okay. Foreign ministers meeting ಆಗಿತ್ತು recent ಆಗಿ. So then it was launched. Okay. So India, USA, Australia, and Japan, they have together launched this. Why? To strengthen the cooperation among Quad nations on building secure and diversified critical mineral supply chain. ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿ? To develop secure and diversified critical mineral supply chains. Secure and diversified critical mineral supply chains. To ಬರೀತಿದ್ದೀರಾ? And to address the concerns over China ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? China is dominating player, correct? So China is manipulating with the prices because it is the dominant player in the world now. So price ಎಲ್ಲ ಅವರೇ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. So China is actually manipulating. It is somehow increasing and decreasing as per its convenience. China is manipulating with the price of critical minerals. To address such issues, now these countries want to develop their own supply chain and to reduce the dependency on China. Understood the concept? Yes. Okay. So why have we launched? Mainly, ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಈ initiative launch ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ? First reason is to reduce the dominance of China. Currently, China controls 90% of rare earth refining. Rare earth minerals refining process ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ? ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ 90% refining ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? 90% refining happens in China. That's how much dominance China has in critical mineral sector. Okay. Especially lithium and cobalt refining allu kuda 50 to 70. Overall 90% rare earth minerals refining happens there. And China holds the largest reserves of rare earth elements. Rare earth elements ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನೊಂದು ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. Rare earth minerals are different. Rare earth minerals are different. Rare earth minerals ಅಂದ್ರೆ they are a group of 17 elements. Okay. Their rare earth means their availability is very less. That means earth crust ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಇದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಒಂದೇ ಕಡೆ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಿಗೋದು ಕಡಿಮೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಅಂತ ಮಿನರಲ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ರೇರ್ earth minerals. So many of the critical minerals are also rare earth minerals, but that's a different definition. Critical minerals ಗೆ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಬೇರೆ, rare earth minerals ಗೆ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಬೇರೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಕ್ರಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಮಿನರಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಕ್ರಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಮಿನರಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ಅವು ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೀಡ್ ಇದೆ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಂತ ಮಿನರಲ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಟರ್ನೇಟಿವ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. And that means they are most valuable minerals, most essential minerals. Understanding this, but alternatives are not available. Okay. So such minerals are critical minerals. What are rare earth minerals? Rare earth minerals means they are not easily found. They are very rare in the earth crust. Earth crust ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗಬಹುದು ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕಡೆ, ಬಟ್ ಒಂದೇ ಕಡೆ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಿಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತಾ? ಒಂದೇ ಕಡೆ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅದನ್ನ ಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ಸಚ್ ಮಿನರಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್, what are they called? Rare earth minerals. Next, the point is many of the critical minerals are rare earth mineral also. So in rare earth minerals sector also China has dominance. Can we say that? Apart from critical minerals, we can also say that China has dominance in rare earth mineral sector also. And China has the largest reserves of rare earth minerals. Many of the rare earth minerals are critical minerals. Understood this? So write it down. Like China has largest reserves of rare earth minerals. 44 million metric tons ಇದೆ reserves. ಎಷ್ಟು? 44 MMT. If you compare it with India has only 6.9 MMT of rare earth minerals reserves. Can you see the huge gap in the reserves availability? China has around 44 MMT, million metric tons of rare earth minerals. If you compare to India 6.9, Australia 5.7. Not only this, apart from this also, China is investing in other countries like mainly Africa. China is mainly investing in Africa to extract rare earth minerals. ಆಫ್ರಿಕಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಇದಾವ ನೋಡಿ, ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಇದಾವಲ್ಲ ರೇರ್ ಎರ್ತ್ ಮಿನರಲ್ಸ್, ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ? ಚೈನಾ ಇಸ್ China is mining there also. Okay. So, and it is to control over those mining areas. It is involved in mining process there. And um, China is manipulating with prices. That's also reason. China is manipulating with the prices. Okay. And many of these critical minerals are important for sectors like electronic vehicle sector, battery sector, ರಿನ್ಯೂಯಬಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್. ಈ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ಗೆ ಕ್ರಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಮಿನರಲ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕೇ ಬೇಕು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಚೈನಾ ಮನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಚೈನ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಗ್ಲೋಬಲಿ ಈ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾವುದು? ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ಸ್, ಬ್ಯಾಟರಿ, ರಿನ್ಯೂಯಬಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್, ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ come to a stall if China stops exporting those minerals. Hence, where there is heavy dependence, that's how China can control the world, even in this sector. Understood this? So you can write this. The China can stall. Stall the global EV, battery, and renewable energy sectors. Global EV, battery, and renewable energy sectors through export restrictions. Understanding this? Okay. So critical minerals are important for any country. It is India for India also, right? So for this reason, by understanding the importance and necessities of critical minerals, India also is putting some efforts to develop and extract whatever the quantity of critical minerals we have. Okay. So for that, India also has launched a mission called National Critical Minerals Mission. So whenever you talk about whenever you talk about critical minerals, wherever you write in mains, you must mention this point. Okay, what are India's efforts to develop self-sufficiency in critical minerals, or to avoid dominancy of China in the world, or to reduce the dependency on China for critical minerals? What are the efforts that the government of India is putting? That also you should know, right? So for this reason, India has launched a mission called National Critical Minerals Mission. This was launched recently in 2025 with 16,300 crores funding allocation of money, with an objective to develop self-sufficient critical minerals extraction and processing. So whatever the reserves we have in the critical minerals, India has to extract it and process it and reduce the dependency on China. So for that reason, India has launched this mission. Under this, India has identified 30 critical minerals. This is also important. How many minerals India has identified, and officially ಎಷ್ಟು minerals na critical minerals ಅಂತ designate ಮಾಡಿದೆ Indian government? 30, like lithium, cobalt, graphite, nickel. Okay, currently we are dependent on import only. Most of these critical minerals we import. Okay, so we have to try our best to extract whatever the reserves we have and develop some self-sufficiency, right? So for that reason, this mission has been launched. Right on. India's mission called, what is that? National Critical Minerals. It was launched in January 2025 with 16,300 crore. National Critical Minerals Mission, launched in January 2025 with the allocation of 16,300 crore rupees. And now what's the main objective? Why have they launched it? Why the government of India has launched this mission? To achieve self-sufficiency in critical mineral extraction and processing. Understanding this? To achieve self-sufficient critical mineral extraction and processing, and to reduce dependency on imports, especially on China. Okay. So under this, 30 minerals have been identified as critical minerals. 30 critical minerals are identified or designated. Okay, which include examples like critical minerals ge graphite, lithium, graphite, cobalt. Okay, so tin, copper. Okay. And also recently India has taken a membership of mineral supply partnership. On global partnership ಕೂಡ ಇದೆ. US ಅವರು ಲೀಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಚೈನಾ ಡಾಮಿನೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಲೆಡ್ ಬೈ USA. Okay, USA and many European countries. That partnership is called Mineral Security Partnership. Minerals Security Partnership. So India has taken membership of Mineral Security. Now India also has become member of Minerals Security Partnership. So this partnership was launched in June 2023. This was launched in which year? 2023 June. Okay. So it's a 14-member initiative led by USA. Okay. Which includes many European countries. Okay. So India also has, point of India has taken this membership. Okay. And also India also has become part of something called MSFN, Mineral Security Finance Network. India also taken membership of MSFN. Okay, this is also a global network which focuses on financing on strategic projects on critical minerals. Critical mineral projects ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಇವಾಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟೀನಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೊಂದು ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ, ಬೊಲಿವಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನಡೀತಾ, ಆಫ್ರಿಕಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ದಿಸ್ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ವಿಲ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ದೇರ್ in the extraction and mining things, mining processes. Okay, so that it will be benefited out of that. It will also get some reserves of it. Understanding this, so MSFN is what? Minerals Security Finance Network, which focuses on financing strategic critical mineral projects. Financing strategic critical mineral projects globally. Okay. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಕಾಬಿಲ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪನಿ ಇದೆ ನಮ್ದು, ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಪನಿ, PSU, ಕಾಬಿಲ್. Have you heard of it? Kabil, what is Kabil? Ministry of Mines. See, Khanish Bidesh India Limited. Okay. So this is public sector company. That means government company, Indian company, government company. Okay. ಇದ್ರ ಕೆಲಸ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ, ಲೈಕ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಏಷ್ಯಾ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಏಷ್ಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿನರಲ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಜೊತೆ ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಮಿನರಲ್ಸ್ ನ ಅವರು ಇವರೇ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಸೊ ಅಂತ ಕಂಪನಿ ಏನಂತ ಹೆಸರು ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ? ಕಾಬಿಲ್. ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಕಾಬಿಲ್. ನೋಡಿ, ಸೊ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ 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 ಕಡೆ, ಆಫ್ರಿಕಾದಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಹಂಗೆ ಕ್ರಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಮಿನರಲ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದವ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ company which is involved in identifying, acquiring and developing critical mineral assets outside India? Kabil. So this is a joint venture of, if you want to know Kabil, more about Kabil, it's a joint venture of National Aluminium Company, NALCO, and HCL, Hindustan Copper Limited, and MECL. So 3 companies, existing companies, ಒಂದಾಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು Kabil ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕಾಬಿಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಕಾಬಿಲ್ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ವೆಂಚರ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ನಾಲ್ಕೋ, HCL and MECL. So it's a joint venture between these 3 existing public sector companies, industries. So what's the main objective of the Kabil? Kabil main objective ಏನು? To identify, acquire and develop, strategic and critical mineral assets in other countries outside India. ಬೇರೆ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಇದ್ರ ಕೆಲಸ, ಕಾಬಿಲ್ ಅಂತ. Okay, because we are discussing similar things, you can add it. Okay, so ನೋಡಿ, ಇವಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಓ, ಗ್ಲೋಬಲಿ ಕ್ರಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಮಿನರಲ್ಸ್ ಡಾಮಿನೆನ್ಸ್ ಯಾರಿದೆ? ಕ್ರಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಮಿನರಲ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಚೈನಾದಿದೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆನ್ ಚೈನಾ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಸಫಿಷಿಯನ್ಸಿ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ತಾನೆ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಟೂ ಮಚ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆನ್ಸಿ, not good for us, right? So we have to create self-sufficiency. To create self-sufficiency, what is our government doing? You should know some of the few of the point at least. First point, standard points national mission launch ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, critical mineral mission. Under that, Indian government has identified 30 minerals as critical minerals. Okay, it has allocated so much of funding, around 16,000 crore rupees, and promoting extraction of critical minerals within India, both onshore as well as offshore. That's first thing India is doing. Second thing India is doing what? India has taken membership of Minerals Security Partnership led by USA. That is also to counter China. Okay, China's dominance. And India also has taken membership of this Mineral Security Finance Network. What is this network? This is a network which funds projects globally related to extraction of critical minerals, right? So India has taken membership of that. And also India is investing, or India is extracting these minerals involved in mining process in different countries like Mozambique, Madagascar, Brazil, Tanzania, etc. through this Kabil. What is Kabil? Khanij Videsh India Limited. This is a joint venture between NALCO, HCL and MECL under Ministry of Mines. Its objective is to identify, acquire and develop strategic and critical mineral assets outside India. Simple? Okay. So we are good to go. So we have focused on what? Critical minerals. Because of this initiative launched by Quad. What is the initiative called? Quad. Critical Mineral Initiative by Quad. Okay. Why Quad has launched this initiative? To avoid dominance, because China is manipulating with the prices and trying to develop more dominance, right? So in brief, do write down about Quad also. What is this Quad? Quad is this is not a formal institution. Remember this. Formal grouping like BRICS, SCO, discuss ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ ನೆನ್ನೆ ಮೊನ್ನೆ, BRICS and SCO, they were formal groupings. But Quad is not a formal grouping. It's an informal grouping. That means it does not have a official mechanism to meet. Okay. So informal meetings ಯಾವಾಗ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಕ್ವಾರ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ಗೆ. ಇದೊಂಥರ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್? ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ forum, strategic forum between what is this informal strategic forum between India, USA, Japan and Australia. If you have notes of this in your IR, okay, we can skip this. IR class ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ? ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಮಾಡಿದಾರಲ್ವಾ? So yeah, what is the main aim of this Quad? To develop free, open, to ensure that Indo-Pacific region, that Indian Indo-Pacific region is free, open, inclusive and rules based. Okay, free and open, rules based navigation agbeku. Okay, ಅಲ್ಲಿ mainly to reduce the China's dominance in the Indo-Pacific region. So Indian Ocean ಅಲ್ಲಿ ship movement free ಆಗಿ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು, open ಆಗಿ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. Okay, one country dominance ಇರಬಾರ್ದು. So that's its main objective. Okay. This Quad grouping this idea came up in 2004. These 4 countries came together for the first time in 2004 as tsunami disaster relief. 2004 ಅಲ್ಲಿ tsunami ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಓಷನ್ ಸುನಾಮಿ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ತುಂಬಾ ಫೇಮಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅದು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಡಿಸಾಸ್ಟ್ರಸ್ ಸುನಾಮಿ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಅದು. And thousands of people died even from India, right? So 2004 tsunami ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ as tsunami disaster relief, as tsunami disaster relief, these 4 countries came together for the first time. Thereafter in 2007, Prime Minister Shinzo Abe was former Prime Minister of Japan. He gave this idea for the first time. Like, why can't we 4 countries come together, okay, to counter China? That was the idea of Shinzo Abe. Okay. But thereafter, this did not move on much. Okay. In 2017, actually, the Quad grouping has been revived in 2017. So thereafter, they are meeting regularly from 2017. Okay. So so they hold quad leaders summit and all, but they do not have any specific headquarters anta ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ secretariat ಅಂತ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. This is an informal meeting. So it basically promotes international order in Indo-Pacific region, free and open Indo-Pacific region. Earlier its main objective was what? Maritime security, military ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇತ್ತು to counter China's dominance, but now its scope has been diversifying, which include vaccine partnership, critical see here, critical mineral, critical emerging critical minerals initiatives, infrastructure project investments. So there now the scope is being diversified. Remember this. Hence now it is no more a it's not just a military grouping. It has cooperation in diversified fields. Understood this? Are we good to go to the next topic? Let's do some mapping. Okay. Let's do some mapping on Argentina. So we were doing that we were doing mapping for those 5-nation visit by Prime Minister. Okay. You know that Indian Prime Minister recently visited 5 countries as part of this BRICS meeting. Okay. Which are those 5 countries in Prime Minister met? Namibia, we have done that in mapping. Namibia ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ correct? Ghana also we have done. ನೆನಪಿದ್ಯಾ? After that we also done Trinidad and Tobago. So remaining 2 countries, Argentina and Brazil. So let's do Argentina first. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾಳೆ ನಾಡಿದ್ದು we'll shift to Brazil. So where is Argentina? What's its capital city? Just see in the map, whatever you see, we'll highlight that. South American. South American. It's a South American country. Correct? Argentina, is it larger than India or smaller than India in terms of area? Smaller. India ಗಿಂತ ಚಿಕ್ಕದಿದೆಯಾ ಅದು in terms of area? ಪಕ್ಕಾ? It's 8th largest country. India is 7th largest. Okay. So this is South America and that's Argentina. Okay. Let me pick up one map. So just observe ಮಾಡಿ ಏನೇನಿದೆ ಅಂತ. This is Argentina in South America. Okay. Everybody know where is South America, correct? Where is South America? Huh? South of North America. Good. Correct. Or not wrong. Okay. Look at the capital city. Capital city ಯಾವುದು? Capital city ಯಾವುದು? Buenos Aires. ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Buenos Aires is the capital city. Argentina is 8th largest country in terms of area. And in South America, is it largest? In South America? Brazil. Yes. In South America, Brazil is the largest. Okay. And this is the 2nd largest country in the South America. So okay, just look at the neighboring countries. Neighboring countries ಯಾವ್ದು ಇದಾವೆ? ಚಿಲೆ. ಚಿಲೆ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಚಿಲೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ Uruguay. And does it share border with Brazil? Brazil ಜೊತೆ border ಇಲ್ವಾ? Brazil ಜೊತೆ ಇದೆ ತಾನೆ? Next. Paraguay. So write down these neighboring countries. Chile, Uruguay, Brazil, Paraguay, and ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಯಾವ್ದು ಹೇಳಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. Bolivia. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 countries. Correct? 5 bordering countries. by bordering countries. Look at the, see, this has been mainly went to four important regions. ನಾಲ್ಕು regions ಇದಾವೆ. Physical map ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ನಾಲ್ಕು regions ಇದಾವೆ. In the here there is Andes mountains. ಇಲ್ಲಿ Andes mountains ಇದಾವೆ. ಸೌತ್ ಅಮೆರಿಕಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾಂಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದು? ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ ಸಿರೀಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಹಿಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತವೆ. ಆ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ಸ್ ಹೆಸರೇನು? ಆಂಡೀಸ್ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ನ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ ರೀಜನ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಂಡೀಸ್ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ಸ್ ರೀಜನ್ಸ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ನ್ ಸೈಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ನಾರ್ದರ್ನ್ ರೀಜನ್, ಅಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ನಾರ್ದರ್ನ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಇದನ್ನು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ನಾರ್ದರ್ನ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಕೂಡ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಮಿಡ್ಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೌತ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಯಾಟಗೋನಿಯಾ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಇದು ಪ್ಯಾಟಗೋನಿಯಾ ಅಂತ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಪ್ಯಾಟಗೋನಿಯಾ ಅಂತ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? Can you see Patagonia here? Patagonia is a, what is this? It's a cold desert. What is this? Cold desert. So Patagonia cold desert ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟಿನಾ. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಹೆಸರು ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಏನ್ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಪಂಪಾಸ್. ಪಂಪಾಸ್ ಅಂತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿಲ್ವಾ? ಪಂಪಾಸ್. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪಂಪಾಸ್? ಪಂಪಾಸ್ ಹೆಸರು ಕೇಳಿದೀರಾ? ಸವನ್ನಾ ಅಂತ ಹೆಸರು ಕೇಳಿದೀರಾ? ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿಲ್ವಾ? ಸವನ್ನಾ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್. ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್, ಬಟ್ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಟ್ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ರೀಜನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುವಂತ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ಟೆಂಪರೇಟ್ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಫೇಮಸ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಟ್ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪಂಪಾಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಜಿಯೋಗ್ರಫಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಎನ್ವೈರನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಪಂಪಾಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೆಸರು ಬಂದ್ರೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಪಂಪಾಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ? ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟಿನಾ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್? ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕೆಳಗ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ? ಡೆಸರ್ಟ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ನೇಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಡೆಸರ್ಟ್? ಪ್ಯಾಟಗೋನಿಯಾ ಡೆಸರ್ಟ್. ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಂಗೆ ಉಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಪ್ಯಾಟಗೋನಿಯಾ ಫೇಮಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ನಿಮ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಪ್ಯಾಟಗೋನಿಯಾ ಐ ನೋ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, Patagonia desert, Pampas deserts, Pampas grassland, and this is northern region. Okay, then this is Andes region, mountainous regions, western mountainous regions ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಈ ಆಂಡೀಸ್ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅವರು. given here they are not given, ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಚಿಲೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟಿನಾ ಬಾರ್ಡರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ? ಚಿಲೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟಿನಾ ಬಾರ್ಡರ್. ಅದನ್ನ ಮೌಂಟ್ ಅಕಾಂಕಾಗ್ವಾ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಕೇಳಿದಾರೆ ಹೆಸರು ಮೌಂಟ್ ಅಕಾಂಕಾಗ್ವಾ? ಕೇಳಿಲ್ಲ. ಮೌಂಟ್ ಅಕಾಂಕಾಗ್ವಾ. Aconcagua. So this is the tallest mountain in Argentina first. Okay, not only Argentina, this tallest mountain in the South America, this tallest mountain in all Americas, North America. So the ಎರಡು ಸೇರಿಸಿದ್ರೆ tallest mountain ಯಾವುದು? Mount Aconcagua. And not only this, it is tallest mountain in the southern hemisphere. Outside Asia also it is largest. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹಿಮಾಲಯ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ, ಹಿಮಾಲಯನಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ ಟಾಲೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತವೆ. ಹಿಮಾಲಯ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ಹಿಮಾಲಯ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಟಾಲೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದು? ಮೌಂಟ್ ಅಕಾಂಗ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದಿಸ್. ಜಿಕೆ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್. ಟಾಲೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ ಇನ್ ಸೌತ್ ಅಮೆರಿಕಾ, ಟಾಲೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ ಇನ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಮೆರಿಕಾಸ್, ನಾರ್ತ್ ಅಮೆರಿಕಾ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಮೆರಿಕಾ ಸೇರಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಟಾಲೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಟಾಲೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ ಸೌತ್ ಆಫ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಟರ್, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸದರ್ನ್ ಹೆಮಿಸ್ಪಿಯರ್. ಹಿಮಾಲಯಸ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ನಾರ್ದರ್ನ್ ಹೆಮಿಸ್ಪಿಯರ್. Okay, south of equator, and tallest mountains outside Himalayas. Mount Aconcagua. And this Mount Aconcagua is part of which mountain series? Andes mountain series. This is exactly falling at the border between Chile and Argentina. Not only in Chile, not only Argentina, but it also extend in Chile. So Chile and Argentina they'll transport this. Mount Aconcagua. There is one more mountain which is also at the border. Or Argentina ಇದೆ ಅದು. Ojos del Salado. I've heard this word anyway. Ojos del Salado. This is also one of the important mountain series. Not mountains, one of the important mountain in Argentina and Chile border. Ojos del Salado. This is famous for highest active volcano in the world. Volcanic mountain. This is volcanic mountain. Mount Aconcagua is fold mountain. Mount Aconcagua is what? Fold mountain. Fold mountain. As part of, because Andes are fold mountains. Andes are what? Fold mountains. Just like Himalayas. But this Ojos del Salado is volcanic mountain. What is this? Volcanic mountain. This is volcanic mountain. Understanding this? And this is the highest active volcano in the world. Okay. Highest active volcano. Tallest active volcano ಅಂತಾನೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. Highest active volcano in the world. This is situated at the border between Argentina and Chile as part of this Andes series ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ ಇದು ಕೂಡ. But it's not fold mountain, rather it's a volcanic mountain. ಇದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಹೇಳಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಜಿಯೋಗ್ರಫಿ ಯಾರು ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ ಏನ್ ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತು. ಯಾವ ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ? ರಿವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ನಾಸ್ಕಾ ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಜಿಯೋಗ್ರಫಿ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ನೀವು? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಸೌತ್ ಅಮೆರಿಕನ್ ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ. ಇದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಇದು ಸೌತ್ ಅಮೆರಿಕನ್ ಪ್ಲೇಟ್. ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ ಇದೆ ಸಣ್ಣದು, ಇದು ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಪ್ಲೇಟ್. ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ನಾಸ್ಕಾ ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಇವೆರಡು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಜೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದಾವೆ. ಸೊ ನಾಸ್ಕಾ ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ ಸಬ್ಡಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ದ ಸೌತ್ ಅಮೆರಿಕನ್ ಪ್ಲೇಟ್. ಸಬ್ಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆದಾಗ ಓಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಐಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಂಟಿನೆಂಟ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವೊಲ್ಕ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಆರ್ಕ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವೊಲ್ಕ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಓಜಸ್ ಡೆಲ್ ಸೈಡಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್? ಅರ್ಥವಾಗಿದೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಜಿಯೋಗ್ರಫಿ? ಅದೇ ಅಲ್ವಾ ರೂಲ್ ನಿಮ್ದು? ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋದಂಗೆ ಹಿಂದೆ ಮರಿತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಪಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ ಲುಕ್ ಎಟ್ ದ ವಾಟರ್ ಬಾಡೀಸ್. ಅಟ್ಲಾಂಟಿಕ್ ಓಷನ್ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಇದೆ, ಈ ಕಡೆ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಓಷನ್ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಗಲ್ಫ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಒಂದು ಗಲ್ಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಯಾನ್ ಜಾರ್ಜ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಯಾನ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟಿಯಾಸ್ ಗಲ್ಫ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ. ಬಟ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ. There is one river called Parana River, which is coming from Brazil, like this. Brazil. River is really Parana. Okay. Parana River is joined by Uruguay River. Parana River is joined by. So Parana is very important river in South America. Entire South America, one of the important rivers ಅಲ್ಲಿ Parana ಕೂಡ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವ river ಹೇಳಿ? Parana. So rivers flowing through Argentina ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟಿನಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂತೆಂತ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮೊದಲನೇದು Parana River. Okay. So Parana River in ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? So this is Parana River. Parana River is joined by another river called Uruguay River. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ನಿಯರ್ ಓಷನ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? Then Uruguay River is also flowing in Argentina. Parana River, Uruguay River, and Parana actually it was also joined by Paraguay River. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ರಿವರ್ ಯಾವುದು? Paraguay River. So these three are important rivers. ನೋಡಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಎಶ್ವರಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ರೀಜನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಶ್ವರಿ ಎಶ್ವರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಎಶ್ವರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ವರ್ ರಿವರ್ ಮೀಟ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಓಷಿಯನ್ಸ್. ರಿವರ್ ಓಷನ್ ಮೀಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ಆ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ವಾಟರ್ ಸೆಟ್ಲ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಎಶ್ವರಿ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಶ್ವರಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಯಾವ ರಿವರ್ಗಳು? ಪರಾಣ, ಉರುಗ್ವೆ, ಇವೆರಡು ರಿವರ್ಗಳು. ಬಟ್ ಪರಾಣ ಅರ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಜಾಯಿಂಡ್ ಬೈ ಪರಗ್ವೆ. ಓಕೆ, so mainly Parana and Uruguay have joined, formed this estuary. This is very famous, called Rio de Plata. World famous is Rio de Plata anta ಕೇಳಿದಿರ ಹೆಸರು? Rio de Plata is what? Are they given here? La Plata ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, La Plata. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಇದೊಂದು ಹೈಲೈಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. So I will show you. So Rio de Plata ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? Rio de Plata is here. Can you see a Rio de Plata? There is this Parana river. Parana river ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? Which is earlier joined by Paraguay river, right? And here is Uruguay river. They are all forming Rio de Plata. And also there is one more river called Colorado river. Colorado river ಕೂಡ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ? ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟಿನಾದಲ್ಲಿದೆ. So just remember Colorado river. These are the important rivers. ಯಾವ river ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋತೀರಾ? Parana, Uruguay, Paraguay and Colorado. And cold desert ಗೆ Patagonia. Grassland Pampas. Mountain series Andes. Mountain peak Aconcagua. Active volcanic peak Ojos del Salado. And also ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟಿನಾ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ಐಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಇದೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಐಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ಈ ತರ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಐಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಗಳಿದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಸಿ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್? So can you see? That's this gap is called Magellan Strait. It's a strait, right? Which strait? Magellan Strait. So Strait of Magellan ಕೇಳಿದಿರ ಹೆಸರು? So Ferdinand Magellan, Portuguese sea sailor. ಅವನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಓಕೆ, so which connects? Strait of Magellan connects Atlantic Ocean and Pacific Ocean. Strait of Magellan connects Atlantic Ocean and Pacific Ocean. And Strait of Magellan separates Chile and Argentina from this archipelago. Okay, this archipelago on ಹೆಸರಿದೆ. This is called I forgot. What is this? What is that? Tierra del Fuego. Sorry. Yes. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ? Tierra del Fuego. So what is this separated part? ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ? Group of archipelago. Archipelago means group of islands. This region is called Tierra del Fuego. So Tierra del Fuego is separated from remaining Argentina by which strait? Magellan Strait. Okay, Magellan Strait. Okay, these are the important points we have discussed. Okay, so tell me what we have discussed today. Parak is autonomous institution under Ministry of Education under NCRT. Right. What's the objective? To develop standards, norms, and guidelines for assessing school performance. Okay. Next. Parak ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ recent survey ಬಗ್ಗೆ points ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Okay. So next topic we discussed was quad basics, and then quad critical mineral initiative. So we have discussed about critical minerals, rare earth minerals, and why do we have to have a self-sufficiency? That China factor that we have understood. Correct. Next topic. Okay, 3 topics we have discussed, but we have discussed in detail. Correct. Tala ulkondidiya. Okay, then we will meet after 30 minutes for geography.